All right, for the straw loom, you are going to get a normal straw, and there's like this little accordion fold area right there, and you're going to cut first there. You can get 2 pieces of the loom from 1 straw, so you're going to cut here, and then what you're going to do is you're going to cut the long one in half, so about like that, and don't lose those pieces. And then you're going to take this piece and you can cut 2 small stopper beads, and they have to be wider than the straw, so the straw opening. So when I cut it, you can kind of see that it's going to be bigger than the end of that straw. If it's too small, it won't work. Sometimes I also cut an extra spare, so that way I have a couple extras to just in case someone loses one. Okay, for our loom, we are going to need to grab a stopper bead, and I have string already set up for my bracelet, and what it is the length of it is about 2 times and a little bit extra, so you can go wrap around your fingers, around your wrist a couple times. And then, okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your straw stopper and you're going to thread it through, and you're going to match up your 2 ends like so, and then you're going to pull that through until your bead is in the middle of your string. Then you are going to take this and you're going to thread it through. Sometimes it's really hard to thread it through, so what you will want to do is you might have to do a trick which I call sucking into the straw and pulling that in. So like if you just kind of inhale, then you'll get it to go, and it'll look something like this, and then you have your string right there, and then pull tight until your stopper bead stops it, and you do that for each one. And then okay, we have gotten all 3 threaded. You can do this with 2, you can do this with 3, and I'm going to do it with 3. Your choice on how you want to do it. The more straws you have, the wider the band is going to be. So you're going to get all your string ends together, match them all up, and then you are going to tie a loose knot. Don't tie this knot really super tight, because you might want to undo it later until you know for sure where you're going to be. Give yourself about 1 inch off of that. Don't tie it right at the very end, and don't tie it way up high. Alright, so you're just going to go like that. And then you're going to pull these snug, and you're going to hold it like you're holding like a pack of cards. You need to get some string. I already have some string already pre-cut. I cut about 3 arm lengths, so it's red and white, and I put those together so I could have like a 2-color one, but you can also just do a single color, but I like the 2-color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and wrap it around my straw, and I'm going to tie a knot. And when you tie a knot, you are going to cross over, go underneath, and tie tight. So not only once, but you're going to do it twice so it stays in place. Just like that. Alright, when you have that finished, then what you are going to do is you are going to grab your strings like this, and you're going to make sure that it's not super tangled. Okay, you want to have your strings kind of straight, and you are going to hold this like a card deck of, not a deck of cards, a hand of cards, and then you're going to go in and out and wrap around. So your pattern is you're going to go in between each one, and you're going to wrap around. So at the end, you're going to wrap around. So you're weaving it back and forth, and wrapping it around. Okay, as you go, you're going to pull it a little snug, and you're going to push down. Okay, so you're going to go wrap around the end, go in and out, wrap around the end, go in and out, and you're just going to keep on going. As you work, you'll start to see it starting to make a kind of a nice pattern right there, and you're just going to keep on doing that like so. And then I'm going to have you guys fast forward so you can kind of see how it goes. As you work, you're going to start to have it come down onto these strings down here. And that is okay. That's what you want. You want the strings to catch your weaving. The straws are just there to make it firm, but eventually your work is going to fall off onto these straws, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, so I'm almost done. I almost have everything finished. As you can see, it kind of comes right off the straw and then right onto my string and weaving. And so I can just kind of pull this down, make it snug or tight as I need it. I'm almost finished, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to finish it. So you're just going to go back and forth, finish it out, and continue weaving until you get to the end. You want to give yourself enough room, though, to tie a knot around the straw. So just like you started, you're going to tie a knot around the straw end right here at the end. And it's kind of tricky, and you have to make sure you get both strings when you do this. And you're going to go wrap around, and then you're going to take it through the loop once, pull tight, and then you have to do it twice, okay? So you have to make sure you do it twice, because if you don't, it's just going to come unraveled. So just like you're tying your shoe or a string onto a stick, you have to do it twice, just like that. Wiggle it through, and then you have it pulled snug. So once you get that done, you're going to pull this all the way off your straw. So you're just going to keep pushing it until it comes off your straws, just like that. And then once you get there, you're going to cut right here where the stopper bead is. So like between the straw and the stopper bead, you're just going to go in here and you're just going to cut. And the cool thing is you get to reuse your loom pieces again, so don't lose these. You can reuse them over and over again and make new pieces pretty easily. Then, because it's tied there, we're going to finish. If we just leave this alone, it's all going to come off of the string ends, so we can tie a knot here. So I like to kind of give myself a little room, push it down. You could use this to kind of measure if you want to do an armband or something like that. You can measure that, and what you're going to do is once you get that measured, then you're going to take all those strings right there, you're going to wrap them around, and then you're going to tie a knot at the end, okay, just like that. So now it's really snug, and the cool thing is you can do some trimming. So you can just go over here and cut the strings that you don't need. You don't want to cut too close to the knot, so make sure you give yourself at least a 1/4 inch on your knot cutting. And then like you could also do another knot up here, and this could be, you know, you don't have to just tie it right onto you. You can do like a kind of a clasp where you can put a knot inside a loop. So let me pull this through like that and give myself a little bit of a spacer. Alright, so this is where my knot is going to go. So now I'm going to take this knot and I'm going to thread it through this area right here. So I'm going to kind of split it in half, thread that knot through, and then I will have a tie or a bracelet that's put together. So I can just go like that, put that through, and wiggle it just a little bit. And once I get it through, then it's going to be able to come undone, but it's also going to make it like lock it in for you. So now it locks it in, and then you can trim any strings that are kind of hanging out. Like this one's a little long right there, so I can go in here and just give a little cut, and then a little cut here for that white one, and then I have a really cool armband that I can wear around my wrist. Okay, so, and that's how you do it. You can leave those long if you want, or you can trim them also. It's your call. Like I kind of want to get those about the same length, I think. So, and that's how you do it.